तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा 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 तेरी तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the UPL Spring Split. My name is Tofu, and I'm joined here by my co-caster Terry. Today, we are going to be casting over Mystic versus Phantom Legion and Aerial Arise versus Slaughterhouse Bravo. So, Terry,
Tofu?
what you got for me?
Tofu, why do you sound like a robot? And why
Do
are
I?
you so small? No, you said you were like, and this is UPL Spring Split, and I'm like, okay, sir, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm not a robot.
Are you sure? I think we need a Tofu
I'm
check for Android.
I'm
The robots are
positive.
taking over very soon. Anyway, yes, we are getting in with Team Mystic and Phantom Legion, two very strong teams. Team Mystic obviously being like the favorite. So yeah, going into the rosters here, we're gonna see Rexv, Fellwinter, Gunner, Zeno, and Whitlock versus Buzz, Trist, Bait, JB, and Giorno. Yeah, and I've just been told that Rexv is being subbed out for Slipcat, which is a bit of a hurt, but I think we'll be fine. I mean, Team Mystic, such a strong team. Even with a sub, I think they're still going to be able to hold into it, but it does
Yeah.
up Phantom Legion's chances.
Well, the thing is, even with Rexv being subbed out, they still have Gunner, who I think is glue that holds the team together as their IGL, as well as him being a phenomenal player. Him alongside Whitlock together, they are a pretty powerful duo and really carry Mystic on their back for sure.
I thought you said Terry Mystic on their back, and I was very confused because
No,
I'm not in
not
the game.
Terry. You are
Thank
not.
you.
You are not on Mystic.
Yeah,
Not yet.
actually, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, no, Team Mystic definitely the favorite. But to talk about Phantom Legion, I've been just looking back on them, they're very much show up team. They either show up really huge or they don't show up at all, and that's
Yeah.
sucks to say, but when you don't show up to play the game, you're not gonna win it. Map bans. There we go. Map
All right.
bans.
Let's see what
All
the map
right.
bans are.
Yeah, no, Team Mystic banning first, Phantom Legion banning second. So we got Coastline.
Ooh, I like Coastline. Coastline, of course.
Both the frag maps out very quickly. Neither of these teams one to take it to the other. Cafe as well. I'm actually surprised that Mystics banning that out.
Clubhouse.
It's very much a map where you can strat around. Clubhouse also taken off the board, Chalet, and then last but not least on the ban, Villas.
And we're going to Oregon. Of course we are.
For
Oregon.
Yep. So Tofu,
Everyone's
who do you
favorite.
think the map bans actually who do you think the map bans actually favor this time around?
I'm not really too sure, but I think this is Mystic are pretty good on this map, especially with them starting on defense. I think they're going to come out with an early lead for sure, and then take it from there.
Yeah, I think I think Phantom Legion might have banned themselves into a corner, leaving themselves only the options of Villa and Oregon. They're both maps that are pretty defender side. I think Villa tends more to the attacker side nowadays, but it's still a map that historically has been very defender sided, and it's a very much so it's a big map with a big layout, but the rooms are very simple and it's very simple to push. Same with Oregon, really. Oregon, it's not like you're playing in rat corners on Villa in Oregon. You're playing strategies. You're playing through those pushes, through those tunnels, all of that sort of thing. So definitely more of a let's see whose strat book is better as well as whose gun skill is better in this game.
Right. So I think we're just about. Okay, never mind. I thought we were about to get into the match, but we got a technical issue. So back to talking about the teams. Sorry, Moss issue. My bad. But
Moss.
I
does
still
it grow on the north side of the tree or the left side? I forget.
The left side, the north or the left.
Tofu, help me out here. I don't know my biology.
I don't know it either. I can't help you here either.
I thought like moss productions make fun of me. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't know like if the moss grows on the north or the west side. Isn't it like you could find your way with moss? Like
I wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't have good knowledge on moss.
Tofu.
At least the moss you're talking about.
Tofu, you're part plant. You're tofu. I mean, like, come on.
I'm part plant.
Yeah,
you know what? I forget that tofu is part plant. I've never had tofu before, surprisingly.
What do you mean you've never had tofu?
I've never had tofu.
Oh no. All right. Well, I guess Tofu is a faker. We all knew it. He is an android.
I want to rebrand. I don't want to be Tofu anymore. How can I be
But-
Tofu without ever having Tofu?
At Tofu, tell him what he should rebrand to. That'd be great.
Yes, please.
I will be retweeting the best suggestions.
That's a great idea.
Anyway, yeah, no. So Team Mystic and Phantom Legion on Oregon. What is there to say that hasn't already been said? I mean, Oregon's such a very simple map. I don't expect too much like surprises from this map. I think it's gonna be if Phantom Legion show up today, it's gonna be a great game. If they
Yeah.
don't, I mean, like they don't show up, but like otherwise,
Well, let's talk
Team
about
Mystic-
their roster actually.
Yeah, let's talk about the sub on Team Mystic side a little bit more.
Yeah. So we got. Was it Slipcap, right?
Slipcat in place of Rexavy.
Slipcap in place of Rexavy. So they're gonna have to figure out a way to work with him if they're gonna want to get the win. But also, let's look at Phantom Legion for a second. We have Trist, who during the qualifiers performed quite well. I believe through 2 matches that were on stream, he dropped 23 kills, which is it's pretty good. So he's definitely a player to watch out for. But if all the players can perform well and hold up their end, the match could end up going in their way, especially with Mystic having a sub.
I think what benefits Mystic the most about the sub situation is that they're starting on Oregon defense. I mean, the defaults on Oregon are pretty simple. It's not something that's it's not easy to screw up. As long as they're communicating with Sipcap well, and Sipcap's at least familiar with the roster, maybe even like just played a few ranked games with them would be good enough at this point. As long as he could just gel with the team during the defense, it'll be much easier going into the attack when they have that momentum and just be able to play off each other much better than if they were starting an attack, for example, which they could get tensions really high and be at each other's throats if they were to start an attack.
Yeah, definitely. And it's gonna be however the match starts off, however like the first 2-3 rounds go, it's gonna be the decider for how the rest of the match is gonna look like.
Yeah, Phantom Legion really need to set the pace coming in here. It's their game to lose with a substitute. They're a good team. They know that they can take this win, and this would be a huge win for them going into the season. So this is something they're gonna have to come in guns blazing, get in Team Mystic's face, show a little bit of aggression, so show some life very early on. And if they can do that, I actually really like their chances. I don't even know if they'll have to take it to OT.
Getting an upset on the fan favorite team, also who is considered one of the best, if not the best team in T3, beating them to start off your season is not only gonna put you in a very good position, it's also the mental is gonna be really high because you're beating a team that's considered like really good. If I went and beat Team Mystic, I would be very happy. So it definitely will set the pace for how their season's gonna go.
If Tofu went Terminator and took out the entirety of Team Mystic, I'm telling you guys, he's an android.
No, I'm silver. I'm not gonna be able to take them on. I'm a silver.
Tofu, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, no. We're about to actually get underway here on Oregon. So let's see this band phase Team Mystic versus Phantom Legion.
Okay, let's start off with the basic ban. Thatcher, obviously, gonna happen.
Please, no. I want to see Thatcher actually come out. Thatcher would be actually a great way to throw a wrench in Mystic's plans. Try to catch Mystic off guard in the ban phase. I think that would actually be a great way to start off this game. But it's going to be Thatcher off the board first. So Mystic, not even going to let it happen. They're going to ban Thatcher bright and early. Not even let Phantom Legion have the chance to try to maybe do something a little bit silly. They could still ban something strange here. What's the best ban after a Thatcher on Oregon? Probably
maybe Maverick. Yeah.
And it'll be
Hibana,
which is a great follow-up. Being able to get all 3 of hatches on one operator is definitely a very important thing to get done. I know a lot of teams actually, depending on their playstyle, will actually just bring Hibana and not even a second hard breacher for downstairs. And this makes it to where you have to bring 2 if you want to open up everything you want to open up. So actually a great ban off the board by Phantom Legion. And for their defense ban, they're going to take out Mira. Another solid ban. You see her off the board more than you do on, similar to Thatcher, simply because her gadget is so difficult to deal with. If you're not bringing Ace or bringing Habana, who's already gone, it's going to be a thorn in your side no matter what. And then Valkyrie also, those cameras and that C4 off the board.
I was just about to say I was gonna expect Valkyrie to be that last ban. These all seem pretty basic bans.
Yeah,
Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Not exactly trying to get us with our pants down here, but in game we'll see if that changes or if it's more of the same. Sipcap actually does have the Mystic tag, so
I
is he
believe he
like their
might be
dedicated
either.
support? Or
I think he might be their coach or analyst. I'm not sure which one, but I know he's definitely part of their staff.
That would make
So,
sense.
yeah,
So actually, that might actually change things a little bit around because that means he's already
knows the
synergized
strat.
with the team or know how they work on a deeper level than maybe most would coming in, and that's gonna really help out. He can just slot himself right into where Rexavy left off, and it's almost not going to be like there's a difference, except for obviously like maybe a little bit less mechanical skill. Sipcap's not a pro player, or a T3 player. He's a analyst or a coach at T3, so definitely not going to have the mechanical skill that we see Rexavy bring out, but still going to be a solid player nonetheless.
And he knows he'll know the strat book either way, one way or the other. So that'll definitely help them out either way.
Certainly.
A second floor hold, which to be expected. I mean, it's very rare to see a team not start their defense on second floor.
I'm actually surprised they're bringing this deployable shield in the kids' dorms and putting it all the way back instead of putting it pushed up in attic. They're still using the deployable shield to cover attic, but it's more of that swamp area, which says to me that they're gonna not contest attic as much. They're all just gonna put a mute charge on it and then forget about it. And if they want to push attic, they're ready to play off of it need be.
Yeah, off that rotate. Looks like they're going to be pushing master bedroom here to start off.
Yeah, Phantom Legion just getting in position. JB getting ready to open up this wall. He will be met with the mute jammer, probably most likely. Oh no, it's actually already taken from below. Will it be impacted trick though is my question. Gunner is ready and waiting to just kind of throw these impact nades down and try to deny the wall. Whitlock also nearby with a C4 and a mute jammer. He's actually just going to walk up and mute the wall. There is Maverick on the board, which is going to make this a whole heck of a lot easier. He's just going to be able to make a little hole, pop that mute jammer, and out the ace charges go. Meanwhile, Feltwinter will pick up Buzz and tries to trade it back on the Whitlock, so a 4v4 already early on. And on Oregon, that's actually great to see for the attack.
Yeah, they have full trophy control now. Triss taking a lot of damage here, so it looks like already pretty aggressive start. Gunner looking at the breach, trying to find a pick, but he gets droned out, moves off of that rotate. They definitely, Phantom Legion definitely start to get a lot of control very fast. They're already pushed up into trophy. They have the wall open, still a minute and a half. So definitely starting off strong, but 4v4, still pretty even. And one team's going to want to get a pick here and take that advantage there for themselves.
And that's most likely going to be Gunner. He wants to smoke. He's just looking for it, and he just narrowly misses Trist, sprinting across. And he's been playing aggressive, but he decides to pull back a little bit here. And he's really just kind of on his own. It seems like his team is pulled all the way back. He just narrowly missed the head of a player there. But yeah, he's just pulled all the way back. Him and his team, they're playing for potentially a retake, but Gunner gets a little bit aggressive. Trist will get a double kill for himself in the round so far, and he's looking for more at very low health, though.
Yeah, I was going to say before, Trist was prone. Gunner actually missed him the first time, and now the second time. But Gunner was actually watching the diffuser for quite a bit, and Phantom Legion were still able to sneak through and get him. Trist with the wall bang onto Feltwinter, though, for his third kill of the round. What was that? Probably got droned out there, but Trist starting strong here. 3 kills already to start off. It's a 4v2. About 20 seconds left, so Phantom Legion will be starting their push. Zipcap is taking damage, but JB is actually going for the plant now. The smoke needs to get it off. And Giorno and Bait finish off Xeno and Zipcap, and round 1 goes to Phantom Legion. What a way to start off.
Yeah, and the plant denial was in place. Smoke was ready to throw out. The Nitro Hand was still in the hands of the Malusi, and yet they decided to swing and take those gunfights and just either weren't peeking the right direction or lost it. And that happens to the best of them. first round down for Phantom Legion, and that's a great start, especially on Kid Storms. And it seems to be Team Mystic's preferred site, and they're going back here, which tells me that they're confident that they know what they screwed up, that they can just come back, fix it, and get a round win and go down in the basement or wherever else they may want to go. They
Right.
really feel as if that round was theirs to lose, and lose it they did. Phantom Legion looked great that round. They had all the intel in their hands. They made quick work of the wall. All of the utility that was brought out from Mystic, I can't help but wonder what Mystic's response is going to be to a play like that.
And like I said before the match started, Trist is our player to look at, and he came out strong, getting 3 kills in that first round. That was a big reason why Phantom Legion won that round. Trist just destroyed everyone. He almost actually got a 4th kill, but ended up being Bait and Giorno finishing everyone else off. But having 4 players left alive in the first round when you win it, it's a pretty strong start, and it's definitely looking good for Phantom Legion.
Not only was it 4 players, but it was 4 players that seemed to all be making an impact. They were all holding down angles or dumping utility. It wasn't as if like someone pushed in and got a bunch of kills and the round was won. That execute looked textbook. They were all where they needed to be, all holding angles, and they just absolutely picked Mystic apart. And that's great to see. Trist's triple kill came off the back of great team play, whether it be him holding an angle or someone droning players below. He was playing off his team. It wasn't just him making huge explosive plays. A triple kill like that, you say like, oh, he got a triple kill. Well, he got a 3K off the back of his teammates. It wasn't like he pushed in the site and clicked 3 heads.
Right. It also came off of great drone work, as we saw when he wallbanged Feltwinter in Classroom. I can't 100% confirm this, but it looked like it definitely came off of a drone.
yellow ping.
So, yeah, yellow ping from a drone. So it's pretty. When you get drone work like that and gets you a kill, it's pretty good. As Zeno actually gets taken down, I'm not sure where that is, but JB's there to take him out as he gets taken out once again. Early
JB
there.
lit up a little bit, but you can't be gifting kills like that early on. Attic walls already opened up, and Phantom Legion has entirely changed their direction of push. They're now going to be looking to take attic control and push deeper in and make a 2-pronged push. Gunner is left, so hopefully we
dies
can
and
get him
leaves.
back. Yeah, he just dies and leaves. He said, "Eyes had enough. They're just too good." Trist will actually concuss himself, which that's unfortunate. Felwinter will try to even it up. JB, though, with the double kill, and that means in a 2v4, it's going to be up to Sipcap and Whitlock to close out.
Oh, our game sounds back. But Sipcap really low here. Trist trying to contest him. The shield is still up. I saw Trist trying to take it out, but wasn't able to do that. It's all on Whitlock and Sipcap. There's still a minute left, so Phantom Legion can take their time here on their attack, trying to strategize and figure out how they want to approach the site here. Because Mystic really need to figure out what they're going to do here. They have 2 players left against 4, and one of them being their substitute. So
what can you really, though, do in a 2v4, though? You can reposition and try to play off each other, but it's just going to be, can you win your ones? And with Sipcap so low, I think the answer is most likely going to be no. Giorno will get Whitlock, and Trist will pick up Sipcap as he tries to rotate away, but it's all in vain. Phantom Legion are going to go up 2-0.
that was just tough. That's another round where it's 4 players left, and Phantom Legion just dominating over and over again. Especially with Gunner getting taken out early, as well as Feltwinter there. Both of them got taken out pretty early. It's not something you want to have happen to you. When you're losing a player early, it just doesn't look good, because you're playing, I guess, probably like 2 minutes of the round, let's say, in a 5v4 where you're already at a disadvantage, especially if it's a pretty important operator. Like, let's say if your smoke gets taken out early, that could really mess you up. As Mystic now decides to go to the basement, actually.
Yeah, they finally decided to make an adaptation. It was Zeno that got picked off early last round, and that's not what you want to see, as his gadget does get better with age, and just like a fine wine, if you smash it against the wall, It's not gonna be good anymore. That's exactly what JB did. He did great that round, getting 2 kills for himself and opening up everything he needed to, asserting that control through the hard breaches. And I can't help but wonder why Zeno got picked off. Was it a failed roam? It didn't look like there was a roam attempt, but I just can't help but think that maybe Zeno just tried to make a play, maybe, and JB got the best of him.
Yeah. Well, I want to see how Mystic will be able to hold downstairs this time, as he's actually yellow ping. Feltwinter taking a lot of damage there. He's not able to finish him off, but like I said, with the drone work, once again, you actually got 2 in tower. Xeno's going to stay up there, but Feltwinter is actually going to rotate back with that sliver of HP he has left.
Yeah,
Almost
Triss
able
was
to
getting
take him
very
out.
Yeah, Triss was getting very aggressive there. He smelled the blood and he went for it. Unfortunately, not able to collect. Felwinter and Zeno, though, taking a bunch of damage. There's only 400 health left on the board for Mystic, as opposed to Phantom Legion having full health still. So these opening engagements are definitely going the way of Phantom Legion. They're just not netting as much as they'd like this time around.
Gunner is still on the roam. All of them are basically tower side, so he could get a flank of and actually get a pick onto them. He's going to impact the wall and actually down Giorno, takes him out.
Wow.
As I was saying that, yeah, he was just going to come, flank him, and take him out. As there goes your Maverick, actually, they're not going to be able to get that hatch open unless they bring the ace out, but I don't... The ace is using his feet somewhere else, as far as I can tell.
That's a sign of a very...
might have gotten the hatch.
It's a sign of a very practiced roamer on the side of Gunner. He was pre-aiming where the Maverick would be before he threw the impact nade. He knew exactly where he wanted to look, and he was looking for that kill. And this bunker hold is going huge for Mystic. It's completely stalled out Phantom Legion. Whitlock will get another, and this Vigil of Gunner will collect 3 for themselves to make it a flawless round. Wonderful by the Vigil player on Mystic. He really sold his team the round there.
Yeah, that was beautiful playing from Gunner and Whitlock. Actually, it was a really smart play from what I saw. Whitlock was playing pretty aggressive, and the Ash had to stay behind those barrels. When the smoke threw his gas canister where the Ash was, it pushed him out into somewhere where Whitlock could take him out. So it was a really tough position for Buzz there, and quite a smart play from Mystic, as they actually get their first round on the board.
Yeah, and it's a great first round too. Hopefully they can turn this into more rounds for themselves. Phantom Legion did not look like the same Phantom Legion we saw the first 2 rounds. They looked one-directional. It seemed like they didn't really have a plan of what they were doing. And when they did try to do something, it didn't work out. Maybe they didn't have the coordination, or maybe that's just not the gun skill. Whatever it may be, when they tried to do anything that round, it just didn't work for them. Clearing out that Vigil, the Vigil just killed everyone. Trying to clear out Bunker, well, literally just 2 people holding an angle, and your entire team gets demolished. So Phantom Legion needs to go back on the drawing board for that bottom floor. But in the middle floor, Mystic are decided to completely forego the top floor. They've decided they've had enough, and they're just going to try it on their tertiary site to see if they can make something happen.
Yeah, it actually was a flawless round for Mystic last round, and I mean, it makes sense them not wanting to go back to second floor. You want to try out your other options, considering you lost 2 in a row up there. I wouldn't want to go back there either, you know.
So they will have 2 more chances before they unlock bottom floor, and bottom floor will almost certainly be round 6, unless Mystic have completely lost their minds. It's the only round, the only site they found any success in, and they found great success in it. So I suspect a 6th round bottom floor, but 4 and 5 are up for debate. You can either go top floor or this middle site. It's going to be a small tower extension here for Mystic, and it's a C4 coming out for Zeno. He's going to pick up Trist. That's the opening kill, and now Zeno is just going to stall more time, more utility, and Phantom Legion are going to need to figure something out and be able to adapt to this tower hold.
That's actually a huge kill for them, as Gunner is running out here, not going to get anyone, but taking out Triss there, who is their top frag currently, has been playing very aggressive and very well for them, and him getting taken out like that is not what you're looking for. I was wondering when Xeno was going to throw that C4. He waited patiently, and it paid off.
He waited for just the right time. It's going to be Giorno to run in and kill Zeno with Goyo's own shield. So that's one way of doing it, but Giorno will get down most likely by the Goyo fire.
Zeno downed Giorno, I think, but the fire killed Zeno. I think.
I don't know. I think Giorno was still up when Zeno died, because that was the first thing I checked for. I think he died by the fire shortly after.
But Giorno taking down Whitlock now. I don't know where that came from, but
he just pistol whipped him from the second floor of tower.
Yeah.
And okay, Giorno, however you get it done, that's your business. But he is certainly getting it done. He's looking for this other. If anyone else is inside of this area, I believe this is dining. Yeah, he's just looking for anyone in dining, and he just can't find anyone. I think they've entirely forfeited dining, and they're looking to play it as a no man's land. Fellwinter will pick up JB to even it out to a 3v3. Fellwinter on the flank will get Giorno, and now it's just going to be Buzz and Bait. Fellwinter will fall back to play the 2v3. It's going to have to be a lot of kills coming out for Buzz, and he's not going to get any. Gunner to pick up the last two. Mystic nets another round.
It was going in the way of Phantom Legion, and then Beltwinter comes out on that flank, takes out 2, and then Gunner there to finish off the rest of them. What a round from Mystic to pull it back after being down much.
Yes. Okay.
You good?
I wait. Did my mute button not work?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Someone was knocking on my door. My mute button didn't work. Okay, no more mute button. Mute button bad. Mute, though, really good. And we don't see any on this time around. Very strange that we don't see mute when we've seen it every other time going kids' dorms, I want to say. So they've gone off the mute and are going instead for an Ella. Is the Ella running the shotgun or the SMG, you think?
I don't know. It's the SMG, yeah.
Okay.
No wall denial here except for the Aruni, but that's not going to be able to get all 4 walls, so interesting decision here. It leaves the wall pretty free for Phantom Legion with the 2 hard breach of Ace and Maverick. They're going to be able to get that wall open pretty easily. I mean, they've already been getting the wall open pretty quickly, but
Phantom Legion can't open the wall if Sipcap just kills them all. I mean, if Coach says he wants to play Ella, you let Coach play Ella. That's just how it's gonna be. You can't argue with Coach. Whitlock is putting down an Aruni, and Zeno has actually put down a ADS next to the shield. They're extending into Trophy facing Bedroom, and this is gonna be a lot of utilities, so they do have the Zofia and the Ash, plus flashbangs on Bait, and the grenades from Giorno, so they definitely have the tools to take out the shield, but will it really matter, or will there be kills that are getting off the shield, or received?
Gotten? I don't know. But I want to actually point out something interesting here. The Echo pick, you don't see Echo very often, but even with the whole nerfs, it's actually still a really good operator pick, and could definitely help if time goes down and land's getting down. Feltwinter roaming around in tower, but nobody is on that side, actually. It looks like they're going to be pushing more onto the big window. 3 of them are over there. Trist on his own all the way on the other side.
Yeah, Buzz seems to be looking for roamers. Going back to your talk about Echo, though, especially putting Gunner on it, who's a gunner. I mean, it's in the name,
yeah,
really.
He is.
Echo does have a really good gun in the MP5 SD, and what Echo brings to the table is similar to Smoke, but it's less consistent. You can't always rely on those Echo drones to stop the plant. So what's probably happening is he's playing Echo for the retake. If the plant does go down, he has the intel that he can use in order to try to retake off of it. And he can try to deny plant, but it always won't work in his favor. So, well,
Yeah,
Mystic,
not always. It could happen.
I like this play from Mystic. It's gonna be a wait and see type situation, though.
Feltwinter and Whitlock both coming up from Freezer. It's a double flank. Gunner taking out JB. I don't know where that was. Trist doing some damage to Feltwinter, but Whitlock's there to take him down. Feltwinter also takes out Buzz. It's now 5v2. That happened quite fast. Everyone is basically downstairs right now, except for when Gunner now takes down Bait. It's all on Giorno, who's right next to Zeno, takes him down. 4v1 now. I don't know what just happened, but it's all on Giorno here. He has to take out 4 players and has 50 HP and takes down Feltwinter. Nice shot from him. So it's getting closer into his favor, but he has people everywhere. Sibcap, Giorno now knows where Sibcap is from the air jab, but he is in a tough position as Sibcap's there to finish him off. A good try from him, but 5v1's very hard to clutch.
Yeah, that kitchen was just turned into a slaughterhouse as Maverick flinging one way and the other. We do know that Giorno is very mechanically gifted. I mean, he did pistol whip that person the round previous, so he's definitely not a player you can sleep on. Just a 5v1 is a tall order for anyone, and telling you to do it against the Mystic, I mean, you can take that back. I don't want it. All in all, though, Mystic have recovered very well for themselves 3 rounds in a row, even winning their tertiary site, meaning that they're going to go back to Laundry Room with a lot more momentum, a much better shoulder on their heads, and they've already flawless this site, so they know they can do it. They just need to do it again.
I want to talk about the previous round, though. Their defensive hold there was quite interesting. As soon as they knew that everyone was on the other side by the white stairs, you got Whitlock and Feltwinter both roaming together up the white stairs, each of them being able to take out someone else. And next thing you know, the entire team is on that first floor, just running around killing people. Like, you even have Gunner on the Echo going straight in, taking someone out. I honestly have no idea what happened there, but that was...
The calls and the intel came in, and they made it work. Mystic looked scared in the first 2 rounds. They're like, we're playing with a sub. We'll let them push in. We'll let them gain control, and we'll play like post plant, or we'll play like plant denial. We'll play time stall. We'll play this by the textbook. We'll do it how we want to do it, you know, just all that good stuff. And then Phantom Legion very quickly told Mystic that's not how it's going to work. When it comes to textbook stuff, they're going to be the better team. So Mystic, these last 3 rounds have been meeting them at the door. They've been playing a much better game. Just like that, Whitlock's going to run up the back stairs and net a kill. He'll trade out the Zofia for the Jaeger of Gunner. Great picks. Not a bad trade at all.
Yeah, Triss down once again, but those are both your top players, more or less. Gunner and Triss both down. So 2 important players, especially Triss. You have his stuns and his impacts there. When you lose those, it could put you in a tough position when you're trying to push down. The C4 going out from Whitlock, not there. Whitlock is swinging the stairs, but Buzz is not falling for that, holding his position strong, as they are still mainly pushing that tower side. Giorno's actually looking to get that hatch open, following bait with his air jabs. So this time he won't get flanked.
To really quickly talk more about the Trist pick, he also died with a drone in the pocket. And a drone in the pocket, when you die, is literally nothing. It's unusable. Well, and you look at the drone economy for the side of Phantom Legion, they've already lost 4 drones. And with that last other drone getting, that means they have half their drones up. They need drones for flank watch and all of that. Meanwhile, as I'm talking though, Phantom Legion have absolutely picked it up. They get Whitlock and Feltwinter, leaving it all up to Sipcap and Zeno. 2 players that haven't really found the scoreboard recently this game. And they also are on playing operators that you maybe don't see every day in Rook. Oh boy, Rook. Why are you bringing a Rook? The MP5 isn't a great weapon. He does have the 2x. I mean, it couldn't be for the gadget, right?
I'm pretty sure he went for a spawn peek. That's why he took some damage at the beginning. And JB gets him through the smoke. It's over. Sipcap gets taken down by bait. And it's a 3-3 split on Oregon to start off. So not the best thing that Mystic want. Not the best split. You know, when you're defending, you usually want to come out on top, as this is more of a defender-sided map. So this is Phantom Legion's opportunity to take the match. You're defending now. You're on the more advantageous side. You've been playing pretty well. I mean, this is their opportunity.
Yeah, Mystic looked shaky on their defenses the first 2 rounds, and that last round they completely threw away for whatever reason. But Phantom Legion really struggled those middle 3 rounds. It seemed like they couldn't find anything. I mean,
Attackers need to locate
there
and
was
defuse
at least
the
one
bombs
flawless
they can.
in there, one close to flawless. It's been really decisive rounds, one way or another, for both of these teams, and I can't help but think that it means that this game won't be decided by maybe the defending side or the attacking side. It won't be decided by, oh, a strat here and a strat there. It'll just be decided by whichever team has a really good round and whichever doesn't. Because
Yeah.
all of these rounds have been won or lost by just the team fully coming into play and playing how they should. I mean, the other rounds, their entries are getting picked off for free, not getting traded back, stuff like that.
Seconds left.
And both these teams are much better than that. Both these teams have the skill to like just
Attackers' objective
completely
is to
lights
defuse
out
the
another
bomb.
team. So I don't understand what's going on from either of these teams when
Yeah.
some rounds they're on and some rounds they're off.
It's all these rounds have been very one-sided in either team's favor. It's also been, I guess, 3 rounds one-sided towards Mystic, 3 rounds one-sided towards Phantom Legion, which is interesting. Each round going back and forth in heavy favor towards a team. You don't usually see that. That's for sure. Gunner getting an early pick onto Trist, actually. Great opening pick. There goes your Rooney, and we weren't even 30 seconds into the match, so 2.5 minutes here in a 5v4 now. Phantom Legion, that's definitely not the way they wanted to start off. That's for sure.
Yeah,
As they
Mystic-
already... Oh, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, Mystic are likely to snowball this one too, as there it is, another one for Gunner, so he's not stopping anytime soon, racking up the scoreboard. Yeah, it's likely that Mystic are going to snowball this into a round win. You can't give either of these teams anything for free, and when you do, you're gonna give them an inch, and they're gonna take a mile. Sipcap looking to hold down and maybe go for a plant here soon. Giorno's the last line of defense for this plant with his smoke grenade denial.
Yeah, Thunder has been playing lights out this entire game, though. 2 kills already. About to get his 3rd, actually. As he almost he gets killed there. It's all on bait. He gets his 1st kill, but the plant's actually going down. Really bad position for him. It's a 4v1. Gets shot from everywhere. Whitlock's there to take him out, and Mystic take it there. But that round was won heavily because of Gunner and his 3 kills there. Like, the first 3 kills of that round was Gunner, Gunner, Gunner. It was very impressive playing, and Mystic there were able to just finish it off. And like I said, it's all these rounds have just been dominated by one side or the other.
Yeah, Mystic just really getting a foothold and then stomping all over Phantom Legion. They'll go up again. They were up 3-2 earlier in the game, and now they're up 4-3 once again. So as long as they can maintain this lead, which shouldn't be too hard for them with how they've been playing, they can certainly close this out. Just they need to make sure they don't go to overtime. If this game goes to overtime, it's going to be a hell of a game, and I feel like Phantom Legion are actually going to knock it out of the park in the OT.
They're bringing the Ying here. I feel like it's going to be some sort of rush in.
JB, I think he just impacted himself on accident. He's already impacted, but
He didn't do too much damage there.
it'll be fine.
I want to be watching that Ying. They're going to be doing something with it one way or another. You don't see that crowd at all.
I've seen a lot of resurgence of Ying recently, and I don't know what it is. If it was the buff that happened quite a bit ago, where she got 4 Candelas and 2 smoke nades, and everyone heralded it as the return of the smoke glass meta. But we saw a lot less of that. We saw a lot more Ying come to play. Glass still kind of sitting out comp as we see just no one really pick him. Not a very good operator at all. In fact, I think he's like one of the few operators that haven't been picked on any pro attack ever, or like in this last season.
Maybe. Probably.
I want that
Gunner
stat
just
on my desk.
Yeah, Gunner just chilling at the white band for a bit. Don't know what's in there.
Reloading!
But Whitlock and Sipcap gonna be pushing into the into bunker. Actually, half the wall is open. They got the head holes there for a bit of a swing. But it's looking like basically your usual bunker tower take. You know, looks like nobody else is really, well, anywhere else, as Gunner is getting the hatch open now. Still sticking that Maverick like last round. You know, usually I see him on the entry, so it's a bit interesting seeing him on the Ash now. Not on the Ash, sorry, on the Maverick. With Feltwinter and Whitlock actually on the entry now.
Yeah, Mystic are making a really good time. They've made really good progress. They've cleared out this Melusi. They've already taken a hold of Bunker. They're making short work of everything in their path. It's just going to be a matter of can they get these kills when the time comes. And with all this control, I think the answer is going to be a resounding yes. We just need the pick to open it up. Tristo will actually get the kill on the sip cap. Popping through the rotate. Giorno will tag on with Whitlock going down. And it's a 3v5 all of a sudden. It's going to be up to this Ying play here to make anything happen for Mystic.
Oh, Feltwinter, what a shot into Giorno. He takes one out, 3v4 now, but he's on a sliver of HP there as Triss just walks up, takes him out. Gunner is actually in sight, but gets taken out from behind. He was able to get one onto bait, but Buzz was there for the refrag. It's all on Xeno now. He still has those Candelas, which can help him out, as one does get burnt there. JB is actually down, so it's a 1v2. Pretty sure Xeno might hear that. He takes out Buzz. It's all on Triss now in a 1v1. They have the pings on him, actually. So, he doesn't know what to do. They know where he is.
Oh, no. Trist has Diffuser.
It's
And I think Trist knows it. So Zeno's going to have to fight Trist, and Trist has such great angles. He's playing inside of this iconic elbow area, inside a bunker. The Ying won't be able to flash him. He'll swing out, he'll get the kill. Phantom Legion to finally answer back onto Mystic, and they're going to tie the game up.
Xeno was so close to getting that clutch, but Triss just had the better positioning there. With that diffuser down there, it would have been really hard. Triss would have had to mess up really bad there for them to get that win, as once again we are tied up. A lot closer of a game than most people would have expected.
Yeah, a lot closer of a game than most people would have expected, definitely. I expected it to swing one way or another, but Mystic are definitely making a game out of it, even with their coach, not performing and having these last-minute issues. And Phantom Legion being such a known team for really showing up on game day sometimes, they're definitely showing sometimes. Sometimes they forget the date and they're like, oh wait, we had a game today? But yeah, no, definitely they're showing up today, and Mystic are fighting back tooth and nail for it, and they're really making a game out of it, and I love to see it.
Once again, an operator you don't see often. Whitlock out on the Dokkaebi. Definitely an interesting one to see, but also can be useful. Bait also bringing that Warden to counter the Ying, so smart play from them as they did bring the Ying again. So as long as Bait stays alive, they should be pretty safe from that. But I'm curious to see how the Dokkaebi is going to play out here.
Dokkaebi alongside a Ying definitely tells me they're going to set up for a very big execute, and when they execute, it's going to be an all or nothing. It's going to be for the house.
Nerf or nothing?
Nerf or nothing. And Gunner playing so well on this Maverick. I actually want to talk a little bit about Maverick's kit. I've iconically referred to it as Ash with grenades, because that M4 is just one of the better guns on attack. And I think it's a little bit underrated, because as great fire rate, great damage, and then you put in a kit like Maverick, what could go wrong?
Right, you're absolutely right. Maverick is, well, very good for gunning, and Gunner's really showing that. 4 kills on him in the last 2 rounds. I believe it was 4 kills, if I'm not mistaken, in the past 2 rounds.
Numbers are hard. That's why I
No,
don't...
it was 4 kills in the last 2 rounds. Yeah, which is it's pretty impressive. 11-5 here.
Trist is lurking at the bottom of this laundry staircase, and Mystics seem to be vaguely aware that something's going on over here, but not quite sure what. Trist is going to rotate away now. He's just trying to waste as much time and possibly drones as he can, as he's going to actually be trying to rotate and take out Gunner, who's moving one of his drones. There may not be anyone watching his flank, as it could be just a huge play here by Trist if he comes to the stairs, but Gunner seems aware of it, actually.
Yeah, he knows. And Trist is just going to rotate off of that.
Trist knows he.
And Gunner now knows that Trist is gone, so he's going to keep getting that wall open. Making a little hole for himself. They do seem to know that he is still there, but he's just going to watch his back for a bit. JB swinging the attic. Gunner he's debating whether he wants to go in or not, but meanwhile they got the games wall open actually, so JB is in a bit of a bad position, but Zeno getting taken out by Trist actually, who went on a flank there.
Trist is lurking and working, and he'll get another for himself. He'll get down in turn, but Sipcap might not know it. And if they don't know it, then he's going to continue to stall out time as they're not entirely aware, but no, Sipcat is. And he'll collect the kill, making it a 3v4 with 45 seconds left, and utility definitely in favor of Phantom Legion. However, Gunner's going to even things out very quickly. He's going to take control of Attic, and he's going to make it to where as long as this execute can go down, maybe Sipcat can get a plant in.
Yeah, definitely. It's back to 3v3 now. There is 25 seconds left. Buzz getting taken down low, as there is someone playing on that breach. It's Sipcap actually on that breach, hitting him up quite a lot. He's gonna get swung on though, but Whitlock there for the refrag, so Sipcap is still up. Got 10 seconds left and the diffuser is down. Gunner getting shot from the attic by Bait, and Bait's there to finish it off. Phantom Legion taking the lead now 5-4.
Yeah, 5-4 in great fashion too. That was a great round from them, especially that Aruni roaming, continuously provoking or prodding Mystic, looking for this opportunity, and when he found it, he capitalized, getting 2 kills for himself. And that's really what you want to see from a roam that's willing to waste time, and then when they do have to make an impact, if they are ignored, if they are allowed to just do whatever they will, then they will the enemy team to just drop down. Gunner, please no. Okay, thank you, Gunner. Gunner, 6th pick from Fuse to Zofia, because that is the correct decision to make in this scenario.
Back on the entry, Whitlock actually taking the Maverick now, but I like to think about this. If Buzz had gone down a second earlier there, that round could have gone completely different, because then Sipcap would have still been alive, and then they could just hold their angles and go for plant, but it definitely did not end up going that way, and Phantom Legion getting 2 in a row now, and now they need 2 more rounds to win it.
Yeah, to put it away, Phantom Legion only need 2. They will have to start that streak on the bottom floor. Not the easiest site to get a win on, this dining kitchen area. It is a tertiary site for most, but I think it actually isn't that bad of a site. I don't remember the exact statistics, but it is
not so bad.
It's definitely a matter of like cafe, how you can play just either of your off sites. They're both pretty good. Most teams prefer to tend to one or the other. In this case, it'll be tending towards the dining area, but definitely both these other sites are playable, and some teams actually do like to just go on the other sites and forfeit another site entirely.
The way to hold these sites, so they heavily rely on vertical play, but it looks like they're all going to be rushing in here. There is the Banshee there, but they take that out quickly as they run in. Giorno gets taken down, but Trist there to take out Gunner, and Feltwinter's out as well. It's a 5v3 now. 4v3 with Giorno down, but Sipcap is still in sight. They can get planned. Bay takes out Zeno. Sipcap there to take out one. Whitlock gets the kill onto Giorno, so it's a 2v3 now. Both of them in sight. Sipcap is actually going for the plant, but Whitlock gets taken down. He's still sticking the plant, actually. And the plant goes off. Buzz gets air jabbed there, but he'll get taken down from above by Bait. And triple kill for Bait. That round was over fast. That Russian definitely did not work for Mystic, and now they are on match point.
Bait from above, getting the kill onto the Maverick, no holes, and I don't even know if they had the intel. Just a wonderful awareness from the Malusi player to be able to pick up a freebie, and in a 2v3 to solidify it to a 1v3. Basically all you needed to put that round in the books. Mystic should have played that a bit more normal. They could have won that round. That's not a hard site to win. It's a bit of a 50-50, sure, but you can't just put it all on the backs of an all or nothing or rush like that. And when it came down to it, they left with nothing. So Phantom Legion gonna put themselves on match point here. and they look to close out on Laundry Supply.
Oh boy. This is definitely interesting, but like I mentioned right before they had rushed in, the way you hold those site is definitely from playing that vertical play, and clearly I was right by how Bait played that. But
Yeah.
I actually want to see Phantom Legion win. So gotta always root for the underdog, right?
Yeah, you love to root for the underdog, but Mystic, are they really the underdog? I mean, they came into this as the favorites, and Phantom Legion are really showing that if you are a fan of Phantom Legion,
No, I'm saying Phantom Legion's the underdog.
oh yeah, if you're a part of the Phantom Legion, as it were, then you must be very happy right now.
Well, it's not over till it's over.
That is true.
Gotta
I
remember
wanted to
that.
make a ghost pun there, but what's like a good Phantom Legion, like happy but ghost? Casper? We have a lot of
Casper the Ghost.
Yeah, we have a lot of Caspers on the side of Phantom Legion right now because everyone's just happy.
Attackers have located
But-
a bomb.
Yeah, definitely no Danny Phantom because they're definitely here to stay, and they're proving themselves to be quite capable. Mystic making quick work though. They're definitely in the building. They've done their homework.
And
They've
Feltwinter's
already drilled
dead.
everything out, and never mind, Feltwinter's dead to Trist on the stairs.
Yeah,
He is
Trist is
very
very
low, to be fair.
yeah.
And so that was a 50-50 gunfight that you flipped the coin and it landed tails. Trist is going to be able to rotate back and make more impact in this round as it continues. But so early on, losing a player like Felwinter is definitely going to be a humongous thorn in your side going into the late round.
I still don't understand why they keep running in like that. Clearly it didn't work last round. Who says it's even going to work this round? I mean, they only one dead this time. Gunner runs and takes out Trist, who was very low, but they're already, he dropped down the hatch. They're already down in the basement. That's Xeno there as well, putting the air jabs down. Looks like they can go for the plant soon. You still have one person playing on that elbow. They know where the air jab is, but Giorno's going to actually be getting pushed off as he is reinforcing that elbow wall. But yeah, it's not looking the best for them. There is a minute and a half left, so they don't have to push very fast either, and they're going to be able to get the wall, the elbow wall open actually quite quickly.
Yeah,
And-
with Team Mystic making such good time, I can't help but think there's something they're missing, but Sipcap is not going to miss Buzz's head. Away he goes. 3v4, Sipcap pushing in to maybe go for this plant, but the smoke nades will go out, taking away so much of his health, and he almost goes down, but not quite. Whitlock now set up to cover, and if they go for a plant, it's going to be all up to this last smoke bait to deny it.
Well, he still has to take out that Banshee. That's what messed him up last time when they were smoking it off. C4 doing a bit of damage to Whitlock, but not enough to take him out, as Zipcap actually tried swinging that.
Oh no,
Whitlock
Bait!
down as well. Bait, a lot of health now. It's Xeno and Gunner. Gunner, lots of frags, so I think he could still clutch it out here, but Xeno's gonna have to put in the work as well. Someone is prone there. He sees it. Gunner takes out Bait. It's a 2v2 now. There's still about 30 seconds left. They can go for the plant. The Maestro is there though, and Giorno's gonna swing and take him out. Gunner takes out Giorno for his third kill. It's Gunner versus the Alda. JB needs to clutch up here if they want to keep going.
Yeah,
Does he know where he is?
Face,
Gunner's gonna
take the fight. Gunner
Going for plant.
plant 1-0.
No, he stopped.
Time goes down. It's all a Phantom Legion game. Congratulations to them. They will take out Team Mystic. What an upset.
I was not expecting that. I thought they might have gotten that plant down sooner, or Gunner might have actually gone for the swing. I don't know what he was thinking. Why did he go for the plant and then just stop? Why didn't he just go for the swing there? I mean, probably would have been the best for him, but Phantom Legion played that very well and were able, what was it, 3-4 rounds in a row?
Yeah, I think they went from a 4-3 to a 4-7. So
Yeah.
that'd be 4 rounds in a row for them. And that's not always the easiest to do on Oregon defense. There is that offsite that can kind of, maybe hurt you a little bit. And it's not like the other sites are impossible to attack either. I mean, we saw Team Mystic do some good things. They just couldn't convert rounds onto the scoreboard.
Yeah, very dominant from Phantom Legion towards the end. They're 7-4 victory. I bet they're feeling pretty happy with themselves right now.
Yeah.
Team Mystic, like I said, they're one of the best teams in T3, and even even without Rexavy, you still expect them to do somewhat well, but they just were not able to perform here today. And it's a big win for Phantom Legion, so congrats to them.
Yeah, I feel like just saying it was like a Team Mystic fall is kind of selling Phantom Legion short. They played really well. There was a lot of rounds where we saw good stuff from them, whether it be just great individual play and stuff like that. It definitely looked like Team Mystic weren't on their A game. But that's not to say that
Yeah.
Phantom Legion were doing
Phantom Legion
anything
played
that. Yeah, they played
very
very
well.
well for what kind of team they are.
Yeah, very very fun to watch both teams play, and Phantom Legion played amazing. So congrats to them. And
All right.
we're gonna take a break now as we're gonna get ready for our next match, Aerial Arise versus Slaughterhouse Bravo. So stay tuned for that and stick around. Welcome back, everybody, to the UPL Spring Split. My name is Tofu, and my co-caster here is Light Rose. We are going into the second matchup of Slaughterhouse Bravo versus Aerial Arise. Two pretty good teams, top tier, and it should be an interesting one.
Yeah, people expect a lot of things out of Aerial Arise. I mean, they've come through and they've just taken names left and right. So, I mean, Slaughterhouse Bravo is their next opponent. And Tofu, what map are we going on for today?
I am not quite sure yet. So let's see the map bans right now, actually.
Yeah, we're coming
Looking
up
like
with.
Slaughterhouse banning first. Yeah,
it'll be very interesting. You know, Aerial, they are the reigning champion, so they really do want to repeat that. And Consulate going off the board first, you know, it's usually a very popular ban. That and Chalet, they're just sometimes the teams just don't want to play that. You know, Aerial going out with that Cafe, and then Chalet going forward. So we might be going for that typical type. We've still got Oregon on the board. We've still got Clubhouse on the board. Coastline, however, Oregon is going off the board. They've still got 3 maps to go. So yeah, lucky for us casters, we don't get to cast Oregon for like the 50th time in a row. What a shame.
Yeah. Oh no, not Borgen. Oh, and we got Villa as Clubhouse was the last ban by Aerial Arise. I'm disappointed we couldn't see Coastline, but thank God no Oregon, as Slaughterhouse will be defending first on Villa. So this is going to be a fun one.
It is. It's very interesting how Villa. It seems that teams play Villa less and less, and that it's very interesting to me why. It might be because those top 2 sites might be the only ones viable, but if teams can really know how to play vertical play, that just might be really where vertical play comes in through. And you see the rosters here for Aerial Rise, for SH Bravo. I mean, these teams obviously know how to play the game, so look for a lot of good vertical play today.
These rosters actually, I know Aerial Arise rosters has been changing up a lot, as one way or another you're going to be seeing new players each time. Slaughterhouse Bravo are actually going to be playing with 2 subs, Cal and Bills, as Bills, or one of them is subbing in for Burn Turkey, and Slaughterhouse actually are still missing that 5th, so they are using a sub for now, as well as Miku is also known as Wubs. As far as I know, from what I'm told, he is a bit sick, so we'll have to see how he'll perform.
Yep, finally going in. Both these teams playing a little bit with hands behind their backs, so we might just be even in terms of how handicapped both of these teams might be, but it really all depends on really what happens. So Thatcher's immediately going off the board. No surprise there, as he just forces these teams to play a little differently, and Nomad as well, with Villa being a little bit of a bigger map. She has a very strong presence, able to really block off these stairs and certain rotates points for these roaming defenders. So these offensive side bans might dictate what we see. A Mira ban might be possible, but a Valkyrie ban as well. We'll just have to see what Aerial Rise comes up with first.
Maybe even a Cade, although that's not as likely. Could be. As there's a Valkyrie that you spoke about. Yeah, definitely a good one. Don't want to have all those secret cams lying around, as they're always really hard to spot out and give very good intel to the defenders.
Yeah, and with that Valkyrie, IQ just being that strong counter, it makes it so that you have to worry a little bit less about just being spotted from the utter echelons of the areas in the map, and it makes it just that much easier to attack, and a Mirror going off the board. Very, very typical bans coming out on both sides, actually, from Slaughterhouse Bravo. Thatcher Mira, they just don't get any playtime. And they both, I think, because they're a little frustrating to play against, especially with Mira. You never know when somebody's behind that Mira window, and that's why she's getting a little bit of that nerf we saw back about 2 months ago.
A pause.
Yeah, we'll get great time to talk about what's happening already, what we've seen on Villa, ban phases, all that kind of jazz.
Well, let's look at their operator picks. For some reason, I saw Og already before on the Amaru, now on the Blackbeard, which I know most of you don't like. And there goes Cal. He probably is restarting his game or something.
Yeah. Probably the reason for the pause, but I mean, better to catch it right now than to catch it. Well, they're already started the round. Start with, I guess, if you have a hand behind your back, start with 2 hands behind your back, and therefore you can't shoot a gun. So good to catch that.
Very true. Hopefully he'll join back soon, but for now, oh, okay, he is back now, actually. So we're getting right back into it.
Yeah, that is just crazy that we're right back into it. Cal going to smoke the Blackbeard for the AUG. That might be that, sixth pick that we've seen, but Thermite actually for Dami, with these recent changes that we've seen, actually, Thermite now gets a smoke grenade instead of Ace, and that actually might be something that changes a little bit because Ace has the most utility out of all the hard breachers. Trust me, I've put my fair share into Ace, but ranked competitively all over, and those smoke grenades give him so much power. So giving over to Thermite, who does have that 2.5 on the 5.56, which actually is a pretty good gun when you put it in the right hands. And I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to explain Thermite, but Thermite is gone.
Slaughterhouse having some moss issues, and Dami just left for some reason because he thinks they're forfeiting. I don't know what the rest of the team is still sticking around. I don't know where Dami went right now, or really what's going on right now. But we're still in a pause. Dami's back at least.
What is we're just like piecing together this drama.
Is back and forth. Yeah, well, Dami did say peace out. Now we're piecing it all back together, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what's going on with Cal and his Moss. But until then, until we figure it out, let's talk a bit more about Villa. It's sometimes attacker side, sometimes defender side. You never really know. So, really, like I always say, it's gonna come out to however the rounds start off. Whoever comes out strong on the first few rounds is definitely going to be the ones that is going to go in their favor. Like I said the same thing about the last matchup. Phantom Legion did start off with the first rounds. Even though they did end up going down, they still ended up winning it in the end. So usually it's going to be, even if you start strong and then start going down rounds, I still expect to see overall that team taking it in the end.
Yeah, I think certain maps momentum is a really big thing, and Villa is one of those maps. You're able to really get in the swing of things, and it's just that change in momentum that can really disrupt a team and absolutely swap sides, swap however a team is doing. And for Villa, what's really important is I mentioned this earlier, it's a vertical play. And therefore, roaming is really, really important on the defensive side. So if you're not able to clear out those roamers, if your team is just not efficient at droning using either something like a Dekebi, Jackal, Lion, something like that, then you are going to have a rough time on Villa, specifically because, once again, those main two sites are on that second floor. Kitchen, yeah, it still gets played, but for sure not as much as Trophy, Statuary, and Gabe's an Aviator.
Yeah, and on both those top floor sites, you're going to have those people running around underneath, as well as playing actually vertically underneath, which is, it's definitely something everybody's going to have to be looking out for with the C4s, which is why probably Valkyrie got banned there. Because otherwise you have someone under there with the C4s, you get spot on the cam, boom, dead.
Right,
and now we're finally back into it. Thank God.
And then somebody leaves. No, I'm just kidding.
I hope not. Well, Og finally deciding not to go Blackbeard or Amaru or Zero, sticking with the IQ. So looks like pretty basic lineup overall. Sledge, Ash, Sophia, Thermite, IQ, nothing really too interesting there.
IQ, what we've seen with this, how they've kind of changed, Ubisoft have kind of changed their approach to how they want to go throughout the year. They want to, release one operator and then core rework other operators. And an operator that I'd like to see is actually IQ. IQ, honestly, her only job, it seems, is calling out where possible Kaid claws and bandit charges and Valkyrie cams and, Echo drones. It seems that she really doesn't have a place with her gadget, and her guns are really the only thing that really keeps her so prevalent in the meta, or at least able to be played at all. So maybe Ubisoft could make her just a little bit more helpful. Maybe you're able to disable certain gadgets or just something like that that would make her more powerful as an operator with a gadget.
Yeah. And actually, interestingly enough, Slaughterhouse don't have any wall denial here. So it should be well, there's no really need for the IQ to get that wall open at this point. Should be pretty easy for them as long as they're able to get into that study
Bomb
room
located by
without
attackers.
getting hit from anywhere, which doesn't look like they have 2 roamers on that Astro side. So there's really only 1 player there. Most of them are going to be pushing it to study. Cal looks like the only one on site,
Drop the bomb
as
diffuser.
Cal is actually there to take out Dami. So Woods is in. Okay, never mind. Woods is dead, taken out by Wubs. I was about to say he's in study, but it's a 5v3 already. Rift getting some damage, not damage. He's trying to get some shots there, but he's able to take out Cal now. Still a 4v2. Not looking too good for Aerial Arise right now, that's for sure. It's only a minute in, they already lost 3 players.
Yeah,
So-
now they still have at least 1 drone in the pocket of Rift, 1 out on Og. So if they choose to use those, they can. They for sure have the time, but they just know that the odds are stacked against them. They know where the Zofia is. The question is, do Slaughterhouse know where this IQ is? And behind the shield, they're going to be able to run into
Attackers
study
recovered the bomb
swiftly past Miku, but that position is given away to the rest of Slaughterhouse.
They still know where Rift is. He's definitely not a good position, but Og is still, this area is unknown. He could sneak up behind them again. Rift baiting with the drone. There's someone in that vault, and
Bomb diffuser has
Slothy
been
is
dropped.
going to swing and take out Rift. It's all on Og now. He could sneak up those stairs, but there is the Banshee there, which would reveal his position. So I think they're just going to take a tactical timeout here. It's not worth it for Og to push here at this point. He's in a very tough position. Any way he tries to go up, they'll know. So he's just going to hide in the piano, I guess, take a tactical timeout, but very strong start for Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, it's a great start for Slaughterhouse and absolutely not a great start for Aerial Arises. Actually going to exit way out the wine barrel. So really now pushing for that tactical timeout. So giving away the position in tunnels. So we have a traitor on our own side, an imposter. You're sus. Funny
He's
Among Us
sus.
reference.
Og literally just making the run around everywhere.
15
They
seconds left.
probably heard him on the rappel, but he's just going to be chilling around, maybe try to get a kill. Spiker's still calling out where he is.
5 seconds left.
Let's see if someone actually does something now. They're all gonna just chill around. And
Operators, you have run out of time.
Running that in. So definitely not an explosive start for Aerial Arise there, as they had, I believe, 3 members go down in a span of about 5 seconds. So as absolutely not what you want. As now we should be going over to Trophy Statuary, which, master bedroom might be the place that they want to start. But it honestly depends where they want to take this. Do they want to start from first floor, go on up? Do they want to go from Aviator and Games and then push on towards that site? Or how do they want to attack? Because the lack of intel in where they were going to attack really hurt them last round.
well, it was looking like they were going to be bringing pretty much the same lineup on attack, but the IQ being switched for the Ying and Dami now deciding to go for the Ace, which, in my opinion, is a much better pick. I mean, when you're going into when you're attacking Aviator Games, at least you're not going to be wanting to run into study like that. It's much easier to just throw your whatever you call them.
Selma. They're called the Selma Aqua Breacher.
Yeah, I don't know why I forgot what it was called, but you throw your Selma on the wall, much safer than walking up into study. As you can see, they all ran into study previously and just died one by one.
Yeah, I mean, inherently, Ace is just extremely better than Thermite in every sense. He has 3 Selma breaches, and yes, you will have to vault over them. You won't be able to walk in them like a Thermite breach, but he still has 3 of them. You're able to open line of sight. He has the AK-12, which is statistically one of the best guns in the game in terms of fire rate and raw DPS, and he is losing those smokes. But he still has all of those inherent advantage over Thermite. He doesn't have to walk up to that wall and risk death like Thermite does.
Right. Yeah, so basic point, Ace good, Thermite bad.
True.
Spiker looking for, I believe that is Bills, but not able to get anything. Woods is already in Master Bedroom, actually, taking out that shield. They're droning him in. He's been pushing in very quickly. Hopefully this time he won't get taken out in the first 30 seconds.
That effective droning from Aerial Arise can really help their fraggers a lot. They're able to push in aggressive, take the space that they are given. So now you've essentially cornered the Jaeger behind Astro Desk. You have an Ashards. There is one left. 2 frag grenades. 2C Spiker, believe, is rotating towards that walk-in closet and bathroom. So the walls are starting to close in around Slaughterhouse. Aerial just need to make sure they take their time, don't make mistakes, don't peek anything really, really stupid. Did Slothy damage their own seat?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's...
And the nade now. He's just getting hit from everywhere. And now the wall's getting open. And now he's dead. Rip takes him out. But the C4 from Bills. Okay, it's back and forth. Woods takes out Duck and Miku gets Woods. Very back and forth. 2 C4s coming out. It's now a 3v3. 3v2 now. Cal takes down Og. And now the Ying is throwing her Quintelas in. Or she did previously, but she's dead. Bills takes out Dami now. It's all on Spiker, who's on the complete other side of the map.
Aerial Rise, they seem to have it. You saw they were making Slothy absolutely panic, run right into the line of fire of the Zofia, and that was a great job by them. They were able to, use their utility well, force a panic, but then I think they just got crazy. We saw 2 C4 kills immediately afterwards. They weren't able to take the space that they were given. And all of a sudden, any progress they made just immediately got retracted back. And now, once again, we're here with Slaughterhouse absolutely in a commanding man count lead. Spiker probably not going to get anything here. Everybody knows his position. There we go. Blizz able to take out that. And Slaughterhouse still keeping up very, very strong as they're probably going to go to Kitchen for their 3rd site.
Nice 3K from Bills. Very strong playing from them on both sides. It was looking pretty close on that 2nd site when it was a 3v3, but it just completely blew up in their faces. So now we're going to see how they fare playing on the 1st floor now, as they're going to have to hold the vertical quite well with the roaming if they're going to want to win it. Once they get that vertical play, if they have a lot of time on their hands when they get that vertical, it's probably going to go in Aerial Rise's favor, but if the roam goes the right way. Bills was roaming before. His roaming was quite well. I'm assuming he's going to be roaming once again. If he can handle it, then it's Slaughterhouse's round. But if not, it's just very important, that vertical play.
Yeah, and the roam hasn't been too extreme. It's mainly just been the presence around the site, because both of the sites that Slaughterhouse have gone to, Aerial Rise, they're able to go right near the site and just hammer on in, and they haven't really been able to do that. So the roaming around the site, not the extreme hard roam, that we're used to seeing possibly from the Jaeger or the Malusi, something like that. But this might be the site where that changes. It's very, very hard just to go straight into laundry room or go straight near pantry and attack a site, simply because of how small these spaces are that you are given. It allows just the defense to rain in fire and just absolutely siege you from wherever they need. They've got time, they've got utility, and so how will someone like Doc, someone like Bills, able to repel these defenders or attackers? Excuse me.
Well, only one way to find out as the round gets kicked off quite fast. Dami trying to drone in, but got the muter jammers around. They know where they are though. Doc playing in the basement, probably expecting someone to come in there. Woods already down to 50 HP. Don't know where that came from. Someone clearly swung him though. So once again, not the best start. But it's just the beginning. There is a lot of time on our hands as Woods takes down Bills immediately. Great shot from him as now 5v4 and they're looking to push in. Og already in Memorial. There is someone right on the door. He sees him, but Miku there to take him out. Very low, but a nice shot from him to even it out.
It is on even up. Miku, they do have one more C4 in the hands of Slothy, but Og going down, that means that you're going to lose those flashes that you've given, but Cal going to be able to take down Spiker. So once again, we're back at that 3v3 after Slothy was able to be going down and just Smoke playing upstairs, but upstairs really doesn't seem to be the problem here. They're once again going for Memorial and Art, and as Dami is going to be able to get that man advantage, it's just Doc and Colin calls above sight. So now all of Dining is clear for Aerial Arrives. Doc's going to jiggle peek a little bit. He's not going to peek just yet, as Dami's going to stop the plant. Going to put it right back down as both of the members of Slaughterhouse Bravo circle around the site, and Doc goes down, and it's just Cal with the SMG-11. They have been deadly all night so far, but they're going to have to complete a 1v3 post-plant situation. And as that hatch goes down, sound cues are going to be given over to Aerial Arise. That means the chances of winning this are slimmer and slimmer. And with that low magazine size, you're going to have zero chance of winning that, as Aerial Arise picks up their first round of the evening.
It's quite interesting when a smoke is roaming above when they are your main plant denial. I don't know what he was doing up there, but definitely wasn't around to stop that plant. They were able to get in quite easily, get the plant down, and, Slaughterhouse was finished there. Good round from Aerial Rise. They played that quite well, especially Woods getting 2 frags to open. Well, 2 frags for Aerial Rise to start off. And, yeah, they keep playing like that. They could definitely bring it back.
It's very interesting you mentioned that Cal, the smoke, was playing in Astro above site, and then Doc was playing in sight. The Jaeger in sight and the smoke roaming. Usually you'd see the other side around, because I believe were there 3 smoke canisters still left in Cal's arsenal. That
Most likely.
Yeah, you save those for plant denial. You can't be there to deny the plant if you're not in the site.
Yeah, plant denial is, to be on site, nowhere else. Although I think Doc was in the basement, that just connects right into site either way.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, the smoke should have been playing in that basement. But you make a mistake, they know how to fix it. It happens. They're still winning 2-1. They're still playing quite well,
10 seconds left.
They just gotta correct that mistake, move on, and yeah.
5 seconds to go.
And that is the game of Rainbow Six Siege. Who will make the least mistakes, and if you make mistakes, how will you correct them? So, we're seeing a little bit of offsite play. Miku and Cal, they're not going for the study take this time. They're actually going to be going for that trophy statuary and master bedroom play. And Slaughterhouse, they were here last time. We saw Doc and Bills on this Astro side, so they just were not able to help, even though Slaughterhouse really didn't need it. So now they know the drone is there, the window is broken, so they know that these attackers are absolutely coming for them, as Doc is going to drop that hatch.
Yeah, I wonder if they know he dropped out. Spiker is going to drone it out, see if he can rappel in. But Aerial Rise have almost all control of that statue side, except for Bills, who actually gets droned out, so he's going to rotate away from that. Now they have full control of that area. So they're going to be pushing up quite fast. Cal is still the only one on site right now. Sloppy, Bills, Doc, all running around underneath as Miku is playing in study. And they're now starting to get back onto site. All of Aerial Rise is on that trophy statuary side. So Slaughterhouse at this point should know, and they're going to be, at this point, holding down site. No need to roam around and rotate in that direction. Just hold it down, and, we'll have to see what happens from here.
Aerial Rise, I think they've started to recognize that this spot is free for the taking. Still a little hesitant. The droning is still going on through. There's about a minute left, so they are able to take their time, but really no damage done to anybody else. I believe the only one roaming on the side of Slaughterhouse Bravo was Slothy. We do see a Rift underneath trying to, sniff him out just for a little bit. I think they're on those red stairs. We're hitting the 60-second mark, and still Aerial Rise are trying to find their foothold into this attacking site. They're trying to find a way to push on forward, and if they keep taking their time like this, if they keep just making sure, checking their corners, not going through, then they're gonna run out of time.
The thing that's bothering me is, why wouldn't Rip shoot that default cam? It was like there in front of his face, and he was just walking around not shooting it. Doc, what a shot onto Dami there. Wow. Swings that, swinging another one in the aviator door. They all look funneling there as Cal gonna throw a smoke canister in there.
Now,
But
as they
Rift,
do,
I believe, is still downstairs.
yeah, now you have that Aruni Surya gate on your south side, Woods as well. Smoke canister still available, and you're gonna have no chance but a good shot onto that. But as it's a 4v2 diffuser still yet to go down, and there we go. We're gonna see Aerial Arise come through, and Doc. There we go. I thought they were gonna try to put that bomb down, but Slaughterhouse, I go, still staying strong on those tertiary sites or primary sites. Excuse me.
Aerial Rise just ran out of time. There was nothing they could do there. They took way too much time, and Slaughterhouse held down their site very well, especially Doc. He held down that study position quite well and was able to stop them as they came in through that aviator door.
Now we go back over to Trophy Statuary. We saw Slaughterhouse take this one at a very chaotic back and forth couple seconds there early in the round. As the Slaughterhouse, they seem to have found what they like to stick to. You know, this Goyo, Jaeger, Mute, Malusi, and Smoke. They haven't strayed for, I believe, any of the sites. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, this is just what they've used to win these rounds, and it's winning so far. If you're able to put one forward, possibly even two more, as they look to be on the track. I mentioned earlier that momentum is a huge thing, and you know, they gain their momentum back after losing that third round. So it's looking good for Slaughterhouse Bravo, but it's very easy to slip up and let Aerial Rise come forward, because they are the ones making mistakes. And if Slaughterhouse Bravo just keep up what they're doing, not succumb to, you know, your overconfidence, succumb to the mistakes that Aerial Rise are making, this match should be theirs.
Yeah, as long as they're able to, what's the word? Take advantage of the mistakes Aerial Rise is making, Slaughterhouse will be winning that. So Aerial definitely gonna need to stop making these mistakes. Otherwise, you know, no W for them. But Slaughterhouse are looking so good right now, and you know, they keep playing like that, they'll be fine. Cal has been playing the smoke quite well, except for, you know, that roaming that one time. But you know,
We ignore that. Don't worry.
that didn't happen.
Obscure the facts.
I don't know what's up.
Yeah, I mean,
Spiker's still yet to get a kill though.
yeah, it's not great, but their utility has helped a little bit. They've been that user carrier. The frag grenades have destroyed this utility, so they haven't absolutely been negligent in their play. You know, they've still been throwing those frag grenades, creating some rotates with the sledgehammer. So they do need to get kills on the board, as they are only one in the game without. You got Og and Salty both have one each. And right now we should see that wall being opened up, possibly to get any mute jammers that are there. Spiker's going to prep that. Will Slothy injure themselves with the C4 this time around? Well, let's find out. Let's believe. There we go. C4, they keep hitting the top wall. It's very unfortunate, but you're going to have to practice that in scrim, Slothy.
From what I remember from the last time, Aerial Arise wasted a lot of their utility specifically on getting that wall open, which was definitely a big reason why they weren't able to push it in the end. When they threw so much of their utility just trying to get Slothy out of there. Spiker actually taking a lot of damage there from Slothy, who also takes a bit of his own. Thank God he didn't hit himself with his own C4 this time.
Yeah,
Spiker,
I think at this level you should be.
got a kill. Takes out Doc, and Dami taking out Slothy there. So that's two. Miku getting a frag back on Woods, so still quite close, but the Ying is throwing in her Candelas. They're going to be pushing in for the plant. Dami is putting it down right now, but a lot of people flashed.
That's what the Ying gives you, as it is going to be a 2v3. Faye's going to find one. Diffuser actually not going down, so it's going to put a huge hinder, as now Og is so low to plant. Rift's going down, and Og trying to put it down. Miku on very low health, so is Spiker, and Spiker going to find the shot. We mentioned they had an egg in the scoreboard, but now they picked it up that round, able to find 2 or 3.
Three kills.
Aerial. Yeah, 3 kills, so really pushing it up there. And now Aerial Arise once again putting a halt on that momentum, and they've segmented themselves 2 attacking rounds.
Yeah, that was a great job from Spiker there. Clutch plays. I mean, he did have that goose egg there, but 3 kills really played clutch for them there. And LRI is getting their second round, so they are going to be looking to get that 3-3 split right now, which is
Mhm.
something that they will gladly take, switching into that defensive half.
Yeah, I mean
But
they didn't get a great start, but if they're able to catch up, even that up, then as they swap to that defensive side, they should really have the game on their backs. They should
Attackers
really
need
be
to
able to push
locate
it
and
on
defuse
forward
bombs.
because you gain, what a lot of people call it the 6-man, that timer that you don't have to start the engagements. They have to push to you. And I'm guessing Aerial Arise, they know how to defend, especially with Trophy and Kitchen. So if they get 3, they just need to win 2 and then keep on going forward with Trophy statuary. So Kitchen is not super important as long as you win these 2 sides if you tie it up on the defensive side.
so just gonna have to wait and see how that's gonna go down. Nothing too different, except no mute this time. Actually, a
10
Cade.
seconds remaining.
So that's interesting. But Og now bringing the Twitch as well. I'm not sure who we went
Insertion.
before actually.
I know before that
Attackers
they
must locate and
went
defuse the bomb.
IQ
So
and
probably Twitch for
but-
IQ then.
possibly we haven't seen too much of Og. They for some reason now they have the least. We were talking about Spiker, but they had that massive round. But that Twitch drone, possibly, I don't know why you would honestly bring the Twitch drone because they've been playing mute so much.
Bomb
And
located by attackers.
to bring that, maybe they calculated that they wouldn't bring the mute, but I don't know.
Maybe
if
they
no one
saw.
them. Possibly, yes.
In prep phase.
But Kaid could 6-pick to mute, and it's just like, we'll see if the Twitch drone is really able to get anything, if they're able to find the Electro Claws, because we mentioned that they were having struggles. So yeah, that Twitch drone should be able to find Electro Claws if it doesn't get shot. There we go. So now that Twitch drone is getting huge utility play. So now that wall should be free for the taking as one Kaid claw down. And now that frag grenade thrown down just to make sure that any utility left is cleared out. Slothy's still going to really play over there. They still have that C4. Probably going to hit the top, I'm going to be honest. They haven't had the best luck this game in those C4 tosses, but still a 5v5 just yet. Aerial Rise haven't pushed up, done any damage, and as I say that, Slothy once again going to take some damage by that triple wall due to Spiker's frag grenades.
Slothy now takes down Og, but the big question here is how did that Twitch not take out that second Kaid claw? That's what I want to know. Who's just standing there for a good 5 seconds? Slothy now taking down Spiker for his second kill. They're trying to push in on him, but he is not letting them get through. There goes your Twitch and your Sledge. Woods might be the third one to push into Slothy's bullet spray. Loves is still playing on the stairs right now. They did drone him out, so they do know he's there, but question is, are they gonna push him? He knows that they know, but Doc is also there, gets taken out by Rift. He tried swinging, but wasn't able to capitalize off of that. Beacon now back on the stairs. He's whipping out the C4, actually tossing it now, and doesn't get anywhere as they actually backed off of that. Woods taking down Slothy, but Cal for the refrag onto Woods. Beacon taking some damage, but it's being kept pretty close one way or another.
Not being able to push really into Astro or Master is extremely hindering them. Miku is the one thing probably standing between victory and defeat here for Aerial Rise. Smoke canisters going on through. They got about 1 left with 30 seconds left, but you're just not able to find anywhere to enter the site. You know that anywhere you enter, you're going to be able to be fired upon. And Dami, there we go, just going to inch right into Statuary. And they're going to try to find something as Rifthook pushing on forward with that grenade launcher. And there we go, Bravo, winning their final defensive round.
Yeah, 4-2 split for them. They are definitely going to be happy about that. And really, these past few rounds, from what I've been noticing, it's always Miku and Cal up on that scoreboard. They're getting their frags, and they're able to finish off those rounds every time.
I actually beg to differ. I think the entirety of Slaughterhouse really has been picking up. I mean, if you look, not even just for Slaughterhouse, for Aerial, everybody in this match has been doing their worth when it comes to kills. I believe.
Oh, no, I'm not
everybody-
saying that at all.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
just saying, I'm saying that Miku and Cal there to finish off those rounds. As
Yeah,
I mean, Slothy, he started off with those 2 kills, but he did end up getting killed. But Cal and
it
Miku
is
was
kind
there
of
to finish
supposed
it
to
off.
be it is kind of supposed to be your job a
That's
little
true.
bit. As the supports, you're
Well,
not
no,
supposed to
I'm
be
just,
the front line.
all I'm
of-
saying is that they're finishing off the rounds.
Defused by
I am
attackers.
adding on to the analysis, Tofu.
Okay, okay,
I'm providing the devil's advocate.
okay.
But Aerial Rise going on over to Trophy and Games. They're bringing the Alibi, which we seem possibly wanting to get a little bit of that proximity alarm, possibly for the Windows, wanting to test the quick reflexes of Bravo, see if they can just get anything, because late in those rounds, those alibi pings can really come as a hindrance. When it's about a 2v2, 1v2, and you know where one person is or the general direction, that can really change how you approach, attacking, defending, anything like that. So just the mere presence of these Prismas might be extremely strong. So depending on where Woods puts them, whether Bravo falls for the bait, I guess, that's Alibi's whole thing. We'll see if that really has any impact. But Bill's going to take some damage trying to challenge. I believe that was a spawn peeker going in art. Yep, that was the Malusi of Rift going back on over the library. So they did a little damage to Bill, so probably worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the fact that they did the damage, but as well as they're scaring them. Now you see they're throwing in all their drones. They're trying to figure out where that person was. It definitely, when you have a spawn peeker like that, it's definitely going to slow down a push that they might have been trying to go for.
It's not just Rift in library. It is almost the entirety of Aerial Rise trying to prevent this first floor take. You see Dami, you see Woods on these main stairs, and the rest are in library piano. So they are really putting all of their marbles into this roam game. If they're able to clear out these fraggers, great. We do see Doc and Bills going over to library and Cobra, and nobody around on Aerial Rise, but with the library, they might be able to find the Mozzie. If they go into the vault, do they know, though? That is the thing. Will be a free kill happen for Spiker, but they're not going to find it as Og takes out Doc, and that's going to extremely hinder Bravo, as they now know that there's one other person on that first floor.
Yeah, Spiker's still hiding in there. Good trigger discipline. Slothy takes out Woods and Dami. Now Bills is walking past, but Spiker misses his shots. Now Bills knows that Spiker is in that vault. He's going to hit some shots onto him, but not enough. Spiker is going to be trying to go for that rotate maybe, or distract him. I don't know where he was looking, but Bills is there to take out Spiker. It's all on Og and Rift now.
Yeah, that was a very weird look from there. Not even ADS, just to point from the right. I don't know. That's unfortunate, because if we were able to take out the Ash, that would have helped a lot. That would have evened it up. I believe they would be ahead in man count, but instead they have to push all of their members back into sight. Oh, Rich gonna miss the headshot onto Miku, and it's gonna be something you want back, as they're gonna open up that bar wall. Miku's gonna take a little bit of damage from that MP5, but it's not nearly enough. It's just so much peppering coming in from Rick, but nobody will be able to pin them down just yet.
Yeah, the time is ticking down. Rift and Og are holding down the site strong, but Slaughterhouse is really pushing in, as Miku's there to take out Og. It's all on Rift now. On the complete other site, they will be going for the plant. He's able to take down Bills, actually, so 2v1 now, but Miku is going to be putting down the diffuser.
Diffuser is going to be able to go down, and the head just going to be able to peek out from Miku, but it's not going to be able to find it. Everybody on a similarly low HP, and there we go. Miku is down. It's a 1v1. Cal having the slight HP advantage, but do they have the better gun skill? No utility on either side. There's 10 bullets left in the MP5, and it's not going to be enough, as Slaughterhouse Bravo wins the first attacking round in a close 1v1.
Honestly, I thought Rift had that, but nice shot from Cal there to finish it off.
10 bullets.
10 bullets, yeah. 5-2 now. Slaughterhouse really taking it away here. It's looking heavily in their favor. And
Yeah.
I mean, defense is generally gonna be like a stronger side for most teams, but they really need to push. They really need to do their best here if they want to stay into it. But if they keep playing the way they're playing, Aerial Rise they're not going to be able to come back. Maybe even get another round.
I mean, this is definitely not Aerial Rise at their strongest. They're still trying to shuffle people in and out, trying to find really what works. And some things have worked out. I mean, we've seen some really good plays. I mean, we've seen Woods do great. We've seen Spiker had that 3K in a round, some great utility play coming out on that attacking side. But then there's just been times where it just seems a little goofy, a little weird to see. Like Spiker's peak last round coming out of Vault, Rift, I believe, pushing out of bathroom, grenade launcher prepped when we knew that there was a Kaid on the stairs. And it's just like certain things, certain mistakes that ever so slightly shift around, and it causes them to go down 5-2. And now you're looking at the barrel end of match point. I mean, they're not a match point yet, but still it's looming, and that's just a threat.
Yeah, those mistakes every time ended up pretty much costing them those rounds. And I think every time we've seen the way these rounds have gone towards Slaughterhouse is that it's these weird mistakes, like not something you would expect to see, like really weird, like like you mentioned, Spiker swing looking the wrong way, and Dog drones out Spiker with and gets a nice shot onto him. 30 seconds in, there goes your roaming Mozzie, and you're down a player now.
It's very interesting. Spiker, the drone was able to catch them off guard, and drones are the one thing Mozzie wants. He wants drones because he captures them, he destroys any utility that these attackers have when it comes to drones. So, possibly those spider crabs or placed somewhere else, but just Spiker not being able to, point out that drone is just now you're putting your team severely at a hindrance. Now they're down 2 people, don't have a C4, and Dami's gonna have to rotate into kitchen. That drone is gonna spot them, so they know that somebody is in kitchen. That's Bills, and now it's Doc, and you see the frantic play coming out here from Aerial Rise. Rift gonna have to run all the way back inside Woods in bathroom. So now they have to play a little bit crazy, and that's not something you really want.
At this point, I just don't know what's going on. It's mistakes over and over from Aerial Rise. Woods trying to take down Slothy, but he's not able to. It's a 5v1 now. Rift is able to take down Miku, but Cal's there for the refrag, and another dominant round from Slaughterhouse as they get onto match point.
I think we're seeing the dying depths of Aerial Rise in this game. We saw them probably struggle for life in that last rounds of the split, but now it is just all Slaughterhouse Bravo. They have taken control, and I don't see any way that they can really let go. We're going back over to Trophy Statuary. This is a site that came down to the 1v1, so this is definitely the closer of the two, but it is one that you lost, and one that you really only won because of the performance of 2 players.
A Slaughterfest from Slaughterhouse.
For sure.
Aerial Rise are going to have to win 4 in a row right now just to bring it to overtime. And the mental's already chalked at this point. It's going to be... It's highly unlikely that we see that happening. But, anything could happen. Maybe somehow a miracle will occur. They'll bring it 4 rounds back, win it in overtime. But the chance of that happening is quite slim.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned, I believe this was at the split, that every single person in this game really was doing consistent. Everybody had at least 3 kills, and they just kept on being very consistent. And meanwhile, Slaughterhouse Bravo, they have just gone up and up and up and up. Everybody doing their job. And then you look at Aerial Rise, and it's just the same. Nothing has changed on the side of them, and that's just what it's felt like to watch the second half of this split. Is just nothing is happening for Aerial Rise. They're not really changing anything. They're just doing stagnant things, and it's not working at all against a team like Slaughterhouse Bravo.
As far as I know, from what I can remember, Rift is their newest player, and he's also their best performing player right now, which is quite interesting to see. Aerial Rise, 2 roamers in that kitchen area, and overall 4 people roaming underneath. Or 4 or 5? I don't even know. A lot. You got just Dami holding down the site. Possibly could take advantage of that, but I don't think they know.
It seems, though, that Slaughterhouse, they're pushing all of their drones towards the southern side, trying to flush out any of the roamers. So not getting really any presence onto the site, but Spiker repelling this attack just a little bit more by taking out Doc. So that is utility, that is fragging power, that is off the board. But you have given up a little bit of space, so you just got to waste some more time if you are Aerial Arise here. Maybe waste about 30 more seconds if you're the Roam. Just make them scared. That is what you have done best, is scare this attacking team into just checking their corners, wasting time, droning places they don't need to because you've instilled that fear in them.
Yeah, Spiker was able to take his revenge there on Doc for taking him out first in the last round. But Slaughterhouse still at the disadvantage here. Minute and 20 seconds left, so they're starting to lose a bit of time, and not everybody is in the building yet either. So they're going to be wanting to start pushing in here soon, as Aerial Rise definitely look like they have everything locked down right now. So Slaughterhouse are going to have to make something big happen here. As Cal takes down Rift, but Woods gets the refrag onto Slothy, so 4v3 still. They know someone's... Do they know? Oh, there goes Woods.
I think Woods possibly might have run out of ammunition, but it is a 3v3 here. As Miku knows that Spiker is in Master Bedroom, but shot's gonna force them to rotate. They're gonna hop right on out, but that decreased timer, excuse me, is gonna reveal their position, and now they are just stuck in walk-in closet. They don't really have anywhere to go in Miku. If they're able to find the headshot onto Miku, they could really secure this round for Aerial Rises. There we go. Bills is able to find one. Miku gonna hop right in the smoke canister, cleansing Spiker, and they're just gonna waltz right on by. So now it is a 1v2. Diffuser has not gone down. 10 seconds left, and there we go. Cal starting it. Just going into Astronomy. Crosshair at hit height, and they're going to go right through the rotate. Are they going to be able to defend the Diffuser? Oh, they're not going to be able to in time. They were so close to finding Cal. But sadly, Slaughterhouse Bravo winning this definitively 7-2.
Every time it looks like Aerial Arise might be able to take it, and they just choke it. I mean, what can you do there? Especially Bills coming in there, getting 3 kills there before Cal was able to finish him off the last player. And, Bills might have even gotten a 4th there. Almost. I thought would have been able to kill Cal on the plant, but, that's all she wrote. Slaughterhouse wins 7-2.
Sometimes that's just how the game goes, but Slaughterhouse definitely looking good, even though they weren't doing as strong as Aerial Rise when it came to a consistent roster. They had some sick players, had some subs, so they were able to pull it through, and they looked so much stronger than Aerial Rise. So they should be good looking forward.
Yeah, I mean, if they consistently play the way they were playing now, they definitely have a chance at finishing off on top. And I love seeing the way they've been playing like this. It's very nice to see when you see a team dominant like that.
For sure. But that should be, I believe that is it for us tonight.
Yeah, this is last game of the night. So I believe we have 2 more games tomorrow. I am not sure what they are. Okay, so we got Synthetic versus Emergence Black, and Dallas Vendetta versus Trust Only Your Squad. So catch both those games tomorrow. That's it from us right now, and we'll see you later.
See ya.